Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I decided I would do some Christmas mass-produced ATCs. So I learned how to do this from Patty Tolly Parrish. She used to show videos of her making mass-produced ATCs. I'm not sure what else to call it. It's you take a large sheet and then you collage and paint and do a lot of stuff to it, and then you chop it up into ATCs. And I have this, packet of jelly printed papers that are very Christmas themed. You can see the snowflakes. And I picked some red and green colors, and I think I have a little bit of gold and might be a little bit of brown, but I've had them for years, literally, and decided I was going to use them. So I made a little dent in them, creating this, is it a master board when you cut it up? This master board for my ATCs. So these were actually, these snowflakes were done on cardstock. So what I did was I took the back layer off because they were just way too thick, especially since I was going to be putting a lot of layers on. So that's why they're curling a little bit. And I'm using matte gel medium. It's a little bit thicker medium. Just because I thought it would be good to use to stick them down. And I'm just going to fill the page until hopefully there's no white space left. Unless it's white space on purpose. And these were, I don't know if I have a video of when I made these snowflakes, it's so long ago. But they were wooden snowflake designs that I got at Michael's, and I used them as a stamp on my gel plate. And they would lift the paint up and then I'd print. And these are more just gel printed papers that fit the color criteria of Christmas. It's been a while since I did Christmas in the traditional green and red, so here we go. You've probably noticed I have this like on super speed. I think it's like 8 times speed. Just because it's a lot of collaging and it took a lot of time to get it all glued on there. I think that's the last piece of the green. So now I decide to pull out some brown for a little variety. Have these random bits that were from jelly printing. This is some tissue paper. So that should collage on there pretty well. Hopefully go transparent except for the little chevron shapes. And that's probably enough to be getting on with. And this is the Liquitex Matte Medium. It's not the gel, it's the liquid. I'm almost out of that, but that's better for this thin tissue. The other would probably cause it to tear. I don't know, but the runny stuff is better for tissue. Now I'm back to the gel medium because this is paper and a little bit stiffer. And as you can tell, there's no rhyme or reason. And yeah, it is really busy. And normally it's busy when you create for ATCs. But I think even when I cut this up, it's still too busy. You'll see when we get to that point. Alright, so now I'm going to add a layer of paint. I'm just going to do some stencils, some patterns, hopefully, I don't know. I think I was thinking it would make it look a little less busy, but it just makes it more busy. So I'm going to do a little bit of white with this irregular circle pattern. I think it's a Diane Reevely stencil. I think adding the white back in helps a little bit, maybe. And if you watch Patty Tolly Parish, you have to have a pop of black. I don't have the black stripes, but I'm adding the black. And that was Payne's Gray, and I decided it was not dark enough. So we're going over it with Mars Black. I'm just kind of trying to make lines with this irregular square pattern. I think this is also a Diane Reevely stencil, but I'm not positive on this one. Okay, so once I did that, I thought it would be fun to add some gold. And so I decided a different shape, so I went with triangles. And I'm trying to see if you can see the shine, but I don't really think you can see the shine. In fact, on the finished pieces, well, yeah, you can see the shine on the finished pieces in person. I had to go look. So after the gold, I decide to use my football pen and define the snowflake patterns a little bit more. jury's still out. I think it helps them a little bit, but it might just help the whole thing be a bit too busy. I don't think I make you watch all of that. I think I stopped the camera and just did it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I also have some washi tape. So now I have to be careful because I've got the pen on there. But I decided to use up some of my Christmas washi tape. So I'm also gluing that down with the gel medium just because washi is not really permanent. In this way, they'll be permanent. Okay, once I got that all stuck down, I was going to cut this with an X-Acto knife, but just because it's really thick now. But I decided to use my paper trimmer because I'm not very good at keeping straight lines. So that is what I did, and I had to go back and forth several times, and I probably need a new blade now. But that's what I did. I need like a fancy paper trimmer. I saw somebody that I follow, she got herself a self-sharpening Fiskars paper trimmer thing. I'm like, oh, I want that. That would work great for something like this, I think. But I figured out what would use the most of the masterboard, I guess I'm calling it. And that's the way I'm cutting it. So I have this one little strip, and then I have a couple little strips on either end. I did do it a little bit short of 2.5 by 3.5 because I'm going to mount it onto colored cardstock. There you go, see? And the colored cardstock needed to be the ATC size, the 3.5 by 2.5. And I just used scraps that I already had, random bits, and yeah. So I am going around and inking just with some black ink all around the edges just to get rid of the white on there. And then we're going to glue it on here. Alright. I also wanted to add some words, so I have this Christmas stencil, and I used some painter's tape to tape around some of the words so that I would just get the one word and not like a clump of words. And I'm going to stencil on each one, but I don't think I show you every single one, a word. So that one is believe. I got a little smudge on the L, but we'll fix that later. I ended up getting 18 cards out of that one sheet of paper, which is pretty good, I think. So now I've got all that on there. And I decided to go around them. I went around one with the gold and then one with the white. And I decided I liked the white better at the time. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. Kind of like that gold. But I went with the white. So, alright. Now, I wanted kind of a focal point, and I wanted to kind of keep it plain and simple because the background is so busy. So I decided to make like just a round Christmas ornament. So I just painted some paper gold, punched it out. We're going to glue a string on here and then tie a bow and glue it just above. And that'll make it nice and simple. So, is it too early to be doing Christmas card videos? I saw somebody had posted one the other day, so I figured I was safe posting this one. Hopefully. So I'm just using my glitter glue. I'm gluing that down. Then I'm going to use some pop-up dots. I have a sheet of them here somewhere. There we go. Just putting it on either side of the string, and we're gonna raise the ornament so it stands up off, and then glue our little bow on. And then once they're dry, or maybe I'll do it now, I'm gonna glue it onto the backing card that will frame it. Apparently all at once. Here we go. And that's it. It's fun, simple, unique. They're all different. I hope you liked that video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and thank you all for watching. Have an awesome day.